a reading video. This was requested a few times over the course of a while for me to do a reading video. And although this is going to be mainly just a flick through, I'm going to be reading some stuff from this as well. So this book was lent to me by a family friend, as I am looking at going into puppy training, dog training in general, and my friend gave this book to my mum and was like, this book is the book we used to train our dog. Their dog is adorable and the sweetest ever. But yeah, I'm just going to be flicking through this book. It is written by Gwen Bailey. It says it's £13, £12.99 rather. It's the #1 bestseller, fully revised and updated, and it's called The Perfect Puppy. So yeah, anyone who knows me well will know that I love dogs and cannot wait to get a puppy. I will rescue the puppy that I get. And yeah, so The Perfect Puppy. So flicking through, there's quite a lot of pictures. Obviously this book is not going to be my only means of learning how to train dogs. I'm planning to do an online course on training them. But yeah, just before I start that, I wanted to do a little bit of research myself, and so this should help. And it's a light read, it's, you know, there's a lot of pictures, so I thought I would share with you. So the contents is the raw material, a puppy's view of the world, the new family, developmental stages, life with a new puppy. I'm rather tired, I'm so sorry. Developmental stages, I've read that. Life with a new puppy, socialisation, house training, behaviour control and leadership, toys and games, preventing biting and aggression, chewing, handling and grooming, good manners, learning to be alone, training your puppy, adolescence and beyond, etc. Before I start, I just want to say I obviously think that it is very good to do research before training any animal. That being said, I do not discriminate against people's ways of training animals as long as there is no harm involved in that. Just because I'm reading a puppy training book does not mean you have to read this particular puppy training book. Does not mean that your way of training a puppy was inadequate or the wrong way to go about it. As long as you're being kind and you are putting their feelings first and not hurting them in any means, in any way. It's your puppy, you decide how you train them. That's basically what I'm getting at. So don't get mad at me for sharing this with you, sharing this cute experience. So let's have a little look at chapter 1, which, we've got loads of different breeds. I'm really bad with breeds. Cocker Spaniel, I know Cocker Spaniel, Boxer, Jack Russell Terrier, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, Labrador. That's pretty much so they're the 12 most popular breeds supposedly. Chapter 1, the raw material. You may think that on the side one puppy is much like another. In fact, by the time he gets to his new home, each puppy will be a unique individual, ready to react in his own special way to his new environment. Due to his own particular genetic makeup and the experiences he has already received in the litter. Whether you are still to make your choice of puppy or have acquired a puppy already, this chapter will help you understand how his background will influence his future behaviour and how you need to allow for these differences to ensure that he grows into a well-behaved and well-adjusted adult. Breed groups. Dog breeds are classified by group, with each group have a set of general characteristics. Choose from the 7 groups described in the table below. Genes, a blueprint for behaviour. Our present-day breeds were created years ago by selecting useful traits for a particular type of work. So, gun dogs, pastoral terriers, toys, hounds, working, utility. So they each have different supposed traits. Let's just pick one of these. So terriers, quite famous kind of dog. Usually small, easily aroused and quick to resort to aggression, predatory, strong characters, excitable, can be noisy. So these are the high percentage of traits, which don't necessarily mean they will have those traits, but that's, you know. So there's multiple different breeds there. It's quite bad, I'm so bad with names of like different breeds and stuff. It's one thing I know that I'm always going to struggle with. Reading always makes me yawn, it's so bad. I'm sorry. So, don't want to read everything from here just because there's so much information. So here we've got the breeds like I showed you before in this table, and in the table it's got where it's originally bred for, the traits, special care in home, amount of socialization needed, strength of will, and activity level. So for example, Jack Russell Terrier, just because it's a popular one, they were originally bred for killing rats and foxes. Their character traits are predatory, easily aroused and energetic. Care needed with small pets. Good socialization and handling required. Provide plenty of mental and physical activity. They need an average amount of socialization. They have a strong strength of will, and they have high activity level. So a boxer was actually made for hunting bear and boar. Bears, hunting bears. Did not know that. Ah, Cavalier, King Charles Spaniel is just for companion. Flushing game, I don't know what flushing game is. Staffordshire Bull Terrier was for fighting other dogs. Problematic with other dogs. Obviously all of these things really depend on how you bring them up. Which breed is for you? So that's really dependent on whether you want to actually get a dog that's a special breed or specialised breed, or whether you want to rescue, or in which case the breed is not always the choice of yours, or the choice of what is in that particular place that you're looking at. Where your puppy comes from. So yeah, it depends where it was born and what environment it was in. So they had early stress or trauma, some circumstances, being transported long distances at a very early age. Yes, that makes sense. Choosing a puppy. Oh, these pictures are adorable. Look at that. I'm sorry if the lighting's bad. It's really hot in the UK right now. So I decided, I mean my window's still open and it's like 10 o'clock at night, which I never do. But it's just so hot. I cannot put my big light on because that would just heat up my room 10 times more. So I feel like, for me at least, when it comes to picking a dog, the breeds are kind of irrelevant. Puppies few in the world. Hearing range, wow. So a dog's hearing range is actually 3 times the average range of a human, is that right? Actually,
quite well, yeah, almost. So they can be heard, dogs can also hear sounds of a higher frequency as well. So humans can hear from 40 to 60,000 hertz, and so dogs, range from 40 to 60,000 hertz, and a human from 20 to 20,000 hertz. So a lot more, almost 3 times. So the visible colour spectrum of dogs.
That's pretty interesting. Look at that. So you can see human colour, and then dog colour. Oh, those two. Quite interesting.
Dogs learn to read our body language easily because they communicate with each other visually. So it's very much to do with body language when you try and communicate with dogs. And dogs communicate by their posture as well.
Sorry.
So, here we've got little things of showing how a dog will
Posture themselves, which
is quite interesting. I need to read a bit more about that. So when dogs feel comfortable with each other and they want to play, they invite each other and have a game with elbows on the floor and bottoms in the air. So
that's a picture of how that would look.
Household that a puppy is brought up. So this is chapter 3, the new family. So this is reflections of ourselves, living alone, children in the family, couples as owners, another dog in the household. Couples generally make good puppy parents. If you're planning to have children in the future, make sure you socialise your puppy well with babies and toddlers. Another dog in the household. Obviously you need to make sure they're friends. 2 from the same litter. Other pets. Developmental stages. Look how cute they are. So sort of shows like what they're meant to be able to do in each of the different stages, and what you should do to help socialise them and help train them and what you need to focus on. Carries on all up until 3 years. At the 3-year mark, it's less up to you really, I guess. Shows what parts are important. Life with a new puppy. Oh, introducing cats.
I've always loved the idea of having cats and dogs that get on and are friendly with each other, just because just seems so cute. They're different kinds of animals, you know, and seeing different animals come together and cuddle and try and clean each other. I just find it adorable.
Aww. Keeping your puppy close at night first allows easier house training and prevents stressful sleepless nights.
So here they've got them in a crate. They've got their dog in a crate near their bed. Obviously not quite in the bed, but that's normal. For the first few days, I guess. Confining your puppy in a playpen when you are busy and cannot supervise prevents bad habits forming. Make sure your puppy has plenty to do while he is in a pen and don't leave him there for too long. I couldn't leave him in there for more than a minute. I'd just be, you know, I'd be like, alright, you can come with me while I'm busy doing things and I'll watch you. I just couldn't, like, leave, you know, I'd just be there, like, 24/7, which is bad, I know. But, you know, I love dogs. I just love dogs. Oh. Not a punishment. Of course you don't use the pen as a punishment. You need to encourage it to like the pen. Yep. Introducing the pen at a very early age. Accept it as part of life. Encourage him to go in the pen, running towards it with him and throwing treats in the pen through the doorway. Barking in the pen. Barking in the playpen is not a sign that you have left him there for too long. Do not on any account take your puppy out of the pen, tell him off, talk to him or look at him if he barks or whines. I'd just start crying myself. I'd literally have to like go in the other room, cry for a bit and come back in like chin up, headstrong. Don't look. Obviously, yep, then you move to using a stir gate or baby gate. So, suggested daily routine. Wake up, out to the toilet, short play session at 8 AM. Families and puppies breakfast 8:30 to 9 AM. So then 15 minutes after you go out to the toilet, short play session, rest period, 10 AM, out to the toilet, play/training session, rest period, 11 AM, out to the toilet, socialisation time, 12 PM, out to the toilet, family lunch. 1 PM, puppy's second meal, 1:15, out to the toilet, rest period, etc, etc. It's quite useful.
See, this is a very strict regimen in terms of training a puppy, but got to be done if you want a well-behaved puppy, I guess. Well-behaved dog. Chapter 6. Socialisation.
I guess that's where we'll stop this video, with a little picture here of the age of a human versus the age of a puppy. So if you want me to keep reading this on camera, then let me know. It's definitely quite a helpful book from what I've seen so far in terms of, isn't that puppy so cute? In terms of training a puppy. And yeah, give this video a like if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me flick it through a little bit more. We only got up to what, chapter 6, I think, and there's a lot more, so let me know. I'll be reading it anyway, even if you guys don't want me to. I'll be reading it while I'm in bed. If you want me to let you know how it is, etc, etc,